Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be getting your forecast for March in love and career. If you've never been to my channel before, you are so welcome here. I really appreciate you stopping by. This is a channel I made for YouTube just to do my best to put some love and light into the world by way of tarot, and these are all general readings, but this is all about good vibes. It's about introspection and inspiration and all that good stuff. So stick around if you'd like to take part. If this does resonate, please hit the like button, subscribe, collaborate with my energy, claim it, whatever resonates with you. So you guys, career, we're starting off with career for our Virgos, March 2023. We're only going to take the cards that volunteer. We don't force anything. Okay. So we have, interesting, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So Pentacles rules over Virgo energy, all the earth signs, and you've got quite a few Pentacles, and you have an offer coming in. So something you've been waiting for, it's been taking a while, and there's a good reason why it's been taking a while. When it does come in, and it is coming in, whatever this is, whether it's an offer or something on the table that might bring in more money. When it does arrive, it's going to be reliable. It's going to be solid, okay? We have the Hierophant. This is ruled by Taurus energy, and this is all about your relationship to your faith and also your commitments. So it can also rule over institutions and an orthodox way of doing things. So we're gonna unpack each one of these cards, but this could be talking about maybe a formula or a classic way of doing things is going to serve you best. We'll get back to that. Now we have a little more of your energy with the Queen of Pentacles. This is nurturing energy. This is grounded, reliable, practical, nurturing energy. And then we have your offer. This is a passionate offer. In love, this would be love and passion. In career, it's creativity and kind of the type of work that makes you happy and fulfilled inside. So let's get more on this. This is looking really awesome for you guys. So clarity on this Knight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Clarity on this Knight of Pentacles, please. This offer that you've been waiting, whatever this is that you've been waiting for, carrying opportunity or possibly more money. It could be a raise, it could be an opportunity, it could be growth in a project. It's linked to somebody who's imbalanced, a little toxic, and maybe a little manipulative, and this is all giving you a lot of anxiety, possibly just overthinking, and but I want you to know that it's coming through. So even though it's linked to this dysfunctional person, and when they are, by the way, when they are balanced and they're not being dysfunctional, they can be quite lovely. They can be confident seeming, they can grab the attention in the room, they can be extroverted, charming, really bold and fiery. And when they are toxic, as they are in this reading, this is kind of on overdrive. So those attributes that usually make them quite charming or attractive are manipulative or fierce, relentless or bossy. So just throwing that out there. But the point is, yes, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed or thinking too much about this. You might be losing a little sleep with some anxiety, but this is coming through for you. The Hierophant, clarity on the Hierophant. Yep. So there's something about working together for a shared common goal. This is either, for some of you, all of you guys are going through different things. So I'm going to try my best to interpret the energy for quite a few different scenarios. For those of you guys who do freelance work or possibly work for yourselves, this is about like being really structured and kind of formulaic in how you go about working with your clients and sticking to your mission statement, sticking to your business plan. You know, you get the idea. For those of you who are working with others, these are co-workers. So you get the idea. This is, the Three of Pentacles is always working with others with a shared common goal. And this being that it rules over institutions, you might be looking at definitely a structured belief system. You know, institutions can be school systems, and it can be churches as well, which is why it's depicted with this religious figure, you know. And that's just to remind us that this is about our systems that we've created around our commitments and our faith systems, like our beliefs. The systems we create around our beliefs. Okay, that was pretty thorough, right? All right, Queen of Pentacles. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? This might be your energy. Yeah, hard work. I think this is your energy. For most of you, this Queen of Pentacles is representing you, and with really good intentions, you're going forward. You're just putting your nose to the grindstone, and this is hard work. What else about Queen of Pentacles? And there's a sense with the Queen of Pentacles of being aware of others, wanting to do well because you really enjoy those that you know, being able to nurture others as well. And this is a choice. Now, this is the Lover's card, but classically it was called the Choice, and it always talks about a choice. So it doesn't have to be romantic in this reading. In fact, it's about probably where you're putting your energy and where to move forward in the future with that energy. What is this Lover's card? Yeah, there's a lot of options. These are choices. All that glitters is not gold. So being really aware of where you're putting your effort, and if it's going to work for itself. Do you know what I mean? Like if your work is going to work for itself, or are you putting a lot of work into something you're spinning your wheels on? So that is what the Seven of Cups can represent, is sometimes being having something cast an illusion, having more options than you realize, or kind of looking at the broad picture of something and it looks really great, but when you get up close, it's not super great because, you know, in these goblets, some have treasure and some have serpents. So it's just a reminder of like looking closely at the detail is going to be your best option, because you don't want your work to go to waste. So I think you're also putting work into that, you know, trying to seek out the right choice. What's this offer? This passion offer. So this could be a new job for some. This could be a new side job. It's in its early stages, and it has huge potential to grow with the Empress card. Empress is pregnant to symbolize, only pregnant card in the deck, to symbolize something very important. If you take something like a seed and you just water it and you grow it and you nurture it, it can grow to something that you don't even expect. It could grow into something really large and take on a life of its own. What else about this? Okay. It feels like it was born out of disappointment. So, you know, sometimes in our disappointments, sometimes those are the moments that we turn to something, or we just kind of take a deep breath and like give up. We feel like we give up, but it's really just like letting go of the wheel a little bit. And all of a sudden you arrive someplace really beautiful. And that's what this card is. That's cool. Page of Cups, that fish jumping out of the cup, it symbolizes something really miraculous where you don't expect it. And it's another cup. And cups rule over passions. So basically, Virgo, if you've felt a little disappointed lately in some area of your career or your money, know this: that disappointment is your friend. It's passing, but there was a use for it. There was a purpose. And for some reason, it's putting you right in the pathway of a big offer. And that offer is going to feed your soul. It's going to feed your sense of purpose. It's going to be something that you start out real small. It could be a YouTube channel, you know? For some of you guys, it could be like if you love to paint, or you love communicating with others, you know, and you find that you are usually the mediator in a situation, or giving your friends advice. Maybe you go back to school and you want to go into therapy and counseling work, or maybe you want to start selling your paintings, you know, that sort of thing. But it's going to feed your soul, and you have no idea how big it could get. That's really cool. I love it. So I'm going to gather these up. In the meantime, I'm going to give it a neutralizing shuffle is what I like to call it. And we're going to get some insight on your love life for March 2023. In the meantime, I'm going to encourage you to hit that like button. Thank you so much, because it helps this message get out to your fellow Virgo brothers and sisters. All right. Tells the algorithm that you're not wasting your time. Virgo love, March 2000, look at them flying, March 2023. You know, a really cool video, if you ever want to check out what it looks like when these cards are being shuffled in slow-mo, I made this video because I wanted to see, because it seems so crazy to me. It feels like I'm having a conversation with the cards. And I thought, well, if I slowed that down, what's going on? And it is really cool. I mean, the cards really have a life of their own. And you can tell with certain questions or with certain readings with people, you can tell when people don't really want the answer because the cards will be withholding. It's so cool. I know I'm a total woo-woo nerd, but whatever, I own it. So here's what's happening in love. There's something really cool. It seems like there's a sense of resolution and moving forward at a really fast pace. So I feel that this is somewhat in the past, and if it's in the present, then it is passing quickly. There's conflict. For some of you guys, this is a sense of competition. For others of you, this is straight up arguing, okay? But we have the Knight of Swords coming through. This is very fast communication. It could be a slightly impulsive, but it's very forward. It's very in your face and very straightforward. That's what I'm looking for. We have more fast energy. This is Gemini energy, taking the duality of a situation, the good and the bad of a situation, and moving forward quickly. And then we have closing up a chapter. The World card represents that chapter being closed in a healthy way. And it's a beautiful card of movement, and your world is going to open up. You might start traveling. You might be communicating with people who are different than you or far away from you. So we will get some more insight. What's this conflict card? Starting at the beginning, the Five of Wands, this conflict card. This has something to do with an offer. Somebody didn't want to take somebody up on their offer. Somebody wasn't very thrilled about it. This could be you, this could be somebody else. But I think there was it disappointed the other party. So not super stoked, not really, it's apathy. This is an apathy card. See how that offer is coming from the heavens. This cup is being offered to him, and he's looking out at his other cups. He's not even looking at those cups. He's like looking down at the ground. He's just not even interested. What else about this five? Okay, yeah, it seems like you got your energy because there you are again, Queen of Pentacles. Not super into it. What's this swords? Knight of Swords. Who's this Knight of Swords? Queen of Swords. You might be cutting somebody out of your life. You know, it's not that you're doing this and not reflecting on it. I feel that you might be reflecting afterwards, though. There are words exchanged. There are boundaries drawn. There's information. This could be kind of harsh, too. But it's like communication needs to happen quick, quick, quick. And then all of a sudden, there's kind of this sense of the eye of the storm, inside feeling quite calm, and on the outside doing what you got to do. And you might reflect on this later. You might even have a little gratitude around it. Anything else on the swords? The Knight and the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords. It's all swords, so it's communication, it's information. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So you might be learning something new in this whole process. What's this Chariot card for my Virgos? March 2023. Yep, this came out and then flew right upside down before it landed. And so we read it that way. And this is coming out of a time where you realized a sense of spinning your wheels, realizing like at one point, I think you were trying to be tenacious and stand by this thing very solidly, and you're getting tired and kind of beat up. And I think this energy kind of blows right through. It felt like maybe you were wasting your time or you're getting beat up for nothing, you know? And standing there loyally for nothing. And as soon as you break through that energy with the Chariot, the sun starts shining on you. It feels like all of a sudden you get going again. The wheels of the train start up again and you're moving and things immediately feel positive. So this is a big change. The energy from where we started in your love reading to where you're going and where you're going to be is really different. One is closed off and not interested and apathetic and kind of bored. And then there's boom, right in the middle, the swords, all the swords, boom, 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 and communication, learning something new. Just got to get this out, maybe draw lines in the sand, maybe cut somebody out. And then we have kind of this reflection of like, my energy is precious. My energy is precious, and I am not going to waste it trying to make something work that is not working. And boom, all of a sudden we've got movement, we've got the sun card. And these little guys are naked for a reason. It's to symbolize that you don't need anything to, like, your natural self is enough. And it's, guess what happens when that happens? Guess what happens when that happens? Well said. You all of a sudden are going to get a burst of energy because you have all this energy that you've been placing in the wrong area, right? It was just kind of spinning your wheels, and all of a sudden you have all this extra energy. And now we have the World card. Things start to open up. Maybe you're communicating with people from distances. Maybe you are online dating. Maybe you're just getting back in touch with old friends, but you're open for business. So 3 of Pentacles, that is online dating for some of you guys. It's therapy for others, but this introduces the presence of other people and working with a shared goal. Do you remember 3 of Pentacles from your work reading? So this is kind of the same meaning of like, you're working for a shared goal, and you are, and that can be online dating, and that can be therapy. But it's about betterment, and it's about grabbing onto new opportunities. And all of a sudden, you're starting to reflect on what you bring to a relationship. That globe represents you, your experiences, your knowledge, your love, your emotions. And yet he's not left the harbor yet, but he's looking out at the horizon and over the sea. So you're kind of in this place, you'll enter this place of just popping open that door wide enough to let people in and start to communicate. You're going to start feeling more and more alive and more alive. And maybe you're going to start getting a plan, an idea of what your life is going to look like romantically going forward. It's going to look a little different. Now, not all of you guys are breaking up with people. For those of you who are in couples, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're breaking up, but things are changing. For those of you who are single, I think it's pretty easy to figure out. Yeah, this is big major arcana, you guys. This is the resurrection card or the judgment card. And they're getting up out of their graves. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? But they're getting up out of the graves, answering this call. Like it was time, you know? It was time for change. This is beautiful. Let's get a little advice. So advice for Virgos. All the decks have actually been pre-shuffled for you. I like to do one just for good measure. Advice for Virgos in love, March 2023. Virgos in love. See how the cards are kind of withholding? It's like, no, just go for the ride. Advice? Come on, for Virgos? You don't have anything to advise Virgos? Okay. 5 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Swords with 10 of Pentacles. In reverse. I want to get one more. What is 10 of Pentacles in reverse for Virgos? What does that mean? The Hermit, Virgo energy. Virgo rules over the Hermit. In this case, you were right. That's why the cards are being withholding. Because there's not necessarily any advice except to confirm that you're right. That you're right. Look up 5 of Swords. There's a price sometimes to being right. In this case, you know, you had 10 of Pentacles, but upside down. So when 10 of Pentacles is upright, it's big picture. Love, wealth, family, it's legacy, it's inheritance, big picture stuff, right? And this is about what you're investing in. Your relationship is an investment of your time, as well as your heart, your emotions, and you're building with somebody. So you were right about that. It wasn't building towards the future you wanted. And we end with your beautiful energy of the Hermit, which is the classic picture of the Hermit, is holding the lantern and trusting the lantern to lead the way. You don't have to see through the dark 12 miles. You just have to look down and look around and see what the lantern, which represents your instincts, your intuition, what it's telling you. So right on, you guys. I love you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon. For your dailies, I have daily horoscopes, taroscopes that I release every, I think it's morning I'm doing. And then I'll see you for next month's reading. Like and subscribe, and hit the notifications bell if you don't want to miss one.